My name's Joy Parkins, and I'm the restaurant manager.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Joy Parkins, and I'm the restaurant manager.
And I understand that none of you have had any previous experience as kitchen assistants.
And I understand that none of you had any previous experiences as kitchen assistants.
Well, you might be feeling a bit nervous now.
Well, we might be feeling a bit nervous now,
But most of our kitchen assistants say they enjoy the work.
but most of our kitchen assistants say that enjoy the work.
Okay, they might get shouted at sometimes, but it's
Okay, they might get shouted at sometimes,
nothing personal, and they're pleased that they have
but it's nothing personal, and they're pleased that they have so many different things to do,
so many different things to do, which means they never get bored.
which means they never get bored.
And I'll tell you straight away,
And I'll tell you straight away, and I'll tell you straight, and I'll tell you straight away
that if you do well,
that if you do well,
we might think about moving you up and
we might think about moving you up and giving you something more responsibility.
straight away that if you do well, we might think about moving you up and giving you some more responsibility.
That if you do well, we might think about moving you up and giving you some more responsibility.
Right, well, you've
Right? Well,
all shown up on time,
you were on upon time,
which is an excellent start.
which is an excellent start.
Now, I'm glad to see none of you have unsuitable footwear, so
Now, I'm glad to see none of you have unsuitable footwear,
that's good.
so that's good.
You need to be careful as the floors can get very wet and slippery.
You need to be careful as the floors can get very dense. You need to be careful as the floors can get very wet and slippery.
Those of you with long hair
Those of you with long hair
have got it well out of the way,
have got it well out of the way,
but some of you'll need to remove your rings and bracelets.
but some of you will need to remove your rings and bracelets. But some of you will need to remove your rings and bracelets.
Put them somewhere safer today.
Just put them somewhere safe for today.
And remember to leave them at home tomorrow, as they can
And remember to leave them at home tomorrow,
be a safety hazard.
as they can be a safety hazard.
Now, it's going to be a busy day for you all today.
Now, it's going to be a busy day for you all today. Now, It's going to be a busy day for you all today.
We don't have any tables free for this evening, and only
We don't have any tables free for this evening, and only a few for lunch.
a few for lunch. Fortunately, we've got our head chef back.
Fortunately, with Hotel had jet back.
He was away on holiday all last week, which meant the other chefs had extra work.
He was on holiday of last week, which meant the other just had extra work.
Now, I'll tell you a bit more about the job in a minute, but
Now, I'll tell you a bit more about the job in a minute.
first, some general regulations.
But first, some general regulations.
For all of you, whatever your
For all of you, whatever you rate,
age, there's some equipment you mustn't use until you've been properly trained.
there's some equipment you mustn't use until you've been properly trained.
Like the waste disposal system, for example.
Like the waste disposal system, for example.
For health and safety reasons. Then
For health and safety reasons.
I think there are 2 of you here who are under 18.
Then I think there are 2 of you here who are under 18.
That's Emma and Jake, isn't it?
That's Emma and Jake, isn't it?
Right. So for you 2,
Right, so for you two,
the meat slicer is out of bounds.
the meat slicer is out of bound.
None of you are allowed to use the electric mixer until you've been... So for you 2, the meat slicer is out of bounds.
So for you two, the meat slicer is out of bounds.
And of course, none of you are allowed to use the electric mixer
And of course, none of you are allowed to use the electric mixer until you've been shown how it works.
until you've been shown how it works.
Until you've been shown how it works.
Now, you may have heard that this can be a stressful job.
Now you may have heard that this can be a strength. Now you may have heard that this can be a stressful job.
And I have to say that can be true.
And I have to say that can be too.
You'll be working an 8-hour day for the
You will be working an 8-hour day
first week,
for the first week.
though you'll have the chance to do overtime after that as well if you want to.
Though you will have the chance to do overtime after as well if you want to.
But however long the hours are,
But however long the hours are,
you'll get a break in the middle.
you will get the break in the middle. You will get the break in the middle.
What you will find is that you're on your feet all day long, lifting and carrying.
What you will find is that you run your feet all day long.
So, if you're not
Flitting and carrying. So if you're not fit now, you soon will be.
fit now, you soon will be. You'll find you don't have much chance to take it easy.
You'll find you don't have much chance to take it easy.
When someone tells you to do something, you need to do it straight away.
When someone tells you to do something, you need to do it straight away.
But at least we do have a very efficient air conditioning system compared with...
But at least we do have a very efficient air conditioning system
some kitchens.
compared with
Now,
some
let me tell you
kitchens.
about some...
Compared with some kitchens.